I'm James View.
And I'm Bob View, and together we're bandbforge. Alright, welcome back to the shop. Alright, so I've seen where a couple people are trying to figure out how to make hammers. I've had some people ask some questions. So I want to see if I can break this down to its basics from somebody who hasn't been doing it that long. So hopefully that it helps you in the fact that you realize that you're probably overcomplicating it, because I was there a year and a half ago. So let's think about this. Outside of a forge and an anvil, you need four things. That's it. You only need four things to make a hammer. You need hammer stock. I use 4140 square. You can get 1045. It's pretty easy to get its hands on. If you're lucky enough that you have scrap yards that allow you to walk in, you may be able to find some there. The hard part is figuring out if it's marked or how to tell that it's a good enough steel on it. I know axles off of vehicles can be used, especially if you're making them for yourself, because it's salvaged, so you don't know what kind of stresses it's been under, and you got to figure that out before you go making tools out of it for other people. But so you got your forge, you got your anvil. Well, now you got your stock. Well, you got to have something to hold that stock while it's hot. So you need tongs, something that can hold the stock. After that, you got to figure out how to get a hole through it. Hammer out punch. Not complicated. Tapers to a edge. Now, that one's made out of 4140, a piece of end stock that I had off of a bar. But my first one was made out of a Harbor Freight ball peen hammer. I have a video of making it. It's not hard. Once you get that made, all you need is a drift. Now that's inch stock that I just flattened on two sides and tapered down. That's it. That's all it is. Now for your drift and your punch, you just need to make sure that you can clear them. That when you make them, I don't know if I can show that they kind of be made in pairs. They're made to be similar. If I can do it that way, there we go. You see the ends are almost the same. Now this is the first one and only one I've ever made. This is my second. That is an inch. This is 4140, but it could have easily been a shaft off of a vehicle, a drive shaft. I don't know how most states are, but where I am in Virginia, I can't go picking scrap yards. We have vehicle salvage yards that you pay $1 to get in, and then you go pull the part, and then they charge you for the part, but it's at a greatly reduced price rate. So a lot of my start stock for coil springs and stuff like that came from those type places. I've now gotten to a point where I'm lucky enough to have a steel shop not too far from here that I can buy from, and it's not an arm and a leg. It's not cheap, but it's still not as bad as some of the other prices I have gotten. And I avoid delivery charges and shipping fees. So, but that's it. Inch round stock, some type of material to make a hammer blank out of, something to hold it when it's hot, and something to punch it when it's hot. That's all you need. And if you want to talk about basic, go back and watch some of my first videos. Please don't judge me. I was still getting used to being on camera. But I have a Harbor Freight anvil on a piece of railroad track. And I made hammers. Now, those hammers took 8 hours to make and a lot of work. I now go up to my Peterite, and my time's down to about 3 hours. But now I've also made a lot of them, and I've gotten faster at making them. So if you're insane enough to try it, I'm gonna tell you to try it, because I think everybody ought to try making a hammer once. Now, if you're crazy enough to keep doing it, you can join the club. But in the description, outside of my normal links for the shirts and Patreon and all that, they will be my links to my Facebook as well as my Instagram. If you have questions or want to get a hold of me to ask anything about making hammers or anything in general. Now, I'm not the smartest man when it comes to this, but the nice part is I've got a lot of good friends that I've made that I can go and ask. And that's something that I've learned. And even I still need to get better at doing this. Is just because somebody is quote unquote famous or quote unquote way more experienced doesn't mean that they're not way easy to be approached. It may be they may be a way more busy, and it may take them a couple of days to get back to you, but in the long run, they'll probably get back to you with the information you need. So don't be afraid to ask. But hopefully this will help y'all. And them damn dogs just always gotta bark. But y'all get out there, try something psychotic like making a hammer. Then y'all can find out why I'm as crazy as I am. So y'all have a good one, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.